What is going on YouTube? Welcome to Chris Wrestling Reviews, back again with another video. Of course, the WWE Monday Night Raw review video from last night. Wanted to do the video late last night, but the show went on a little bit longer than expected. But we ended up seeing the main event was pretty awesome, you guys. It had to been by far the greatest main event throughout the entire, throughout this whole year so far of 2025. Well, we had the women's tag team champions Naomi and Bianca Belair defending their tag team titles, against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Now we know Liv Morgan a couple weeks back did pin I think it was Naomi, and so it set up this match right here for the main event on Monday Night Raw. Dominic kept interfering, and he ended up putting Liv Morgan foot on the rope, trying to help him out and everything. Raquel Rodriguez was getting thrown around, and she kept getting back up. She was fighting, y'all. Then the KOD by Bianca Belair onto Liv Morgan, which pretty much almost got it, but Raquel Rodriguez came in and stopped the pin out of nowhere, and the crowd was like, "This is awesome." They were like, "Holy shit," and chanting and everything. But Raquel Rodriguez made Naomi Faith hit the not the turnbuckle, but the part above the turnbuckle, and that was crazy. And we did get your new women's tag team champions. A lot of people are happy about this. A lot of people aren't happy about this because they didn't want Liv Morgan to be, in the tag team once again like she did before. Under the Vince McMahon era at the time. And then we also got a promo with Cody Rhodes, talking about what happened on SmackDown, with The Rock. And he talked about, he has to do what's right for his family, his daughter, his sister, so on and so forth, you guys. And it seems like Cody Rhodes is really leaning toward accepting what The Rock has to say. But we'll have to see this upcoming Saturday, which will be at 7 o'clock my time because I'm on Eastern time. And then he ends up getting interrupted by the revolutionary himself, Seth freaking Rollins. So Seth Rollins come out and, talk about, how, he helped him win that title at WrestleMania, even though he was down and hurt and everything. And then Cody Rhodes clapped back at him and talked about how Seth Rollins joined the Authority and turned on the Shield. And I was like, oh, now that promo right there, it got some real tension into it, you guys. And, I kind of don't like the fact how Cody Rhodes is he does need to turn, because I don't like how he always coming out and helping everybody, even if it's just like a one-on-one attack. He just come running out like for instance with the Bloodline stuff. I'm glad that is over with. But yeah, you guys, this right here was a incredible feud, and Cody Rhodes just like looking like, man, what do I need to do? I'm confused now. I don't know what else to say. So with that being said, you guys, we ended up seeing this look on Cody Rhodes' face after Seth Rollins walked away. But the opening part of the show, I remember this one because we did get Logan Paul coming out and ask, why do people hate him? And we know Logan Paul is from Ohio. I think it's either Cleveland or where they were last night in Cincinnati. But CM Punk ends up coming out, talking to him, about beat him at the Elimination Chamber and everything. So it was pretty interesting to, WWE to have Logan Paul to open the show. And thing was, Logan Paul slaps the mess out of CM Punk. And they did say that CM Punk did have some blood, inside his mouth and everything. I think when the doctors checked on him, he had some blood on the inside of his mouth. And CM Punk, is definitely going to get Logan Paul at the Elimination Chamber. So it's very serious. Like, CM Punk is not that typical guy that you push over or anything like that. But it's going to be a very sight to see. We did get Logan Paul in an AJ Styles, face off. Could this be a potential match for WrestleMania, which we know Logan Paul's not going to win the Elimination Chamber. And also, could we get CM Punk versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania? So you got two little hints there. And then we get the video package about John Cena multiple times when he, this is his last Elimination Chamber, multiple times when he was in the Elimination Chamber, and, he won in the past and all that good stuff. But, Cena pretty much, during that press conference after the Royal Rumble, he inserted himself inside the Elimination Chamber without even having to fight for it or anything. We haven't seen Cena since the Royal Rumble, and so thing is WWE hyping up that Cena could win the Royal Rumble, or how will this transpire? You got, I mean, not the Royal Rumble, excuse me, the Elimination Chamber. So we also got a match with had a triple threat match, which was like the second part after the Logan Paul CM Punk thing, or we had Penta El Cero Miedo versus Ludwig Kaiser and let's see, who was it? Pete Dunne. So it was, it was a pretty solid match. I wouldn't say it was a good match, but it was solid, I would say the least. So if I had to get a rating of 1 out of 5, I would have to say I would give the match probably like a 3.1 out of 5. It was okay, but Ludwig Kaiser ends up pulling putting Penta out the ring in order to get the pin over Penta. I mean, not over Penta, excuse me, over Pete Dunne. So I'm thinking WWE is going to lean toward the fact that they're not going to have, they're not going to say that Penta had his first loss, but Penta's never been pinned. The match was just lost and all that good stuff. But anyways, we'll see what the future holds for him, in the coming weeks in WWE. So hopefully they'll put him in, something good. Then we end up seeing, Finn Balor himself, looking at, Dominic Mysterio, pretty much, talking about, how they want to, they want to add a new member. Now, a lot of people have been pointing out the face thing of Balor that's kind of like in the background of the little demon type Finn Balor thing, and so they were pretty much curious about that. Then we ended up getting the Ring General Gunther, and I called this last night when I was watching TV. I was like, it might be Tozawa. He's his handpicked opponent. So, and it was indeed Tozawa, and Tozawa actually put on an incredible match. He got some offense up in there, and he was definitely doing his thing. And so with that being said, you guys, Kira Tozawa got swatted like a gnat toward the end, and I like how he was countering some maneuvers, but his feet got picked up off the floor, you guys. And I was like, well, dang. I was like, yeah, it's Tozawa, you're gone, man. So, a lot of people are doubting Jey Uso, going to win. But we'll see what's going to happen at WrestleMania, and it's going to be very interesting. What if Jey Uso goes like heel? Well, I don't think he will, because he's so over right now, and he's the biggest babyface over in WWE right now, like in WWE or in the whole professional wrestling. Then we get like like Karrion Kross back there in the background staring down AJ Styles. Potential heel turn for AJ Styles, which we've seen that a couple of times before. It didn't really work out, but we'll see. Anyways, you guys, we had Cruz del Toro and Raheem Wild, part of the LWO, versus the New Day, and they Raheem Wild and Cruz del Toro did look pretty good in their match. I have to say it was an okay match. I'll give it the same rating as the Penta, Pete Dunne, Ludwig Kaiser match. Like a 3.1 out of 5 stars. But it was it was definitely bad, because all three of them got beat down. Like I said, what's his name? Dragon Lee, which I don't know what they're doing. Him got beat down. Then we end up getting the little thing where Sami Zayn was talking about how he went to Kevin Owens' house and everything, and talked about how he met Kevin Owens' mother, and he sat down and talked to her probably the same time as he went over to Sami. Kevin Owens went over to Sami's house, but we'll see how that goes this Saturday in the unsanctioned match. Something just to hype up the match. Lara Valkyria defeated Dakota Kai in the women's Intercontinental Championship match. I would say it was a pretty solid match, I would say the least. I would give this a higher rating than the past two matches that we had, which I would give it I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Then Ivy now ends up coming down, attacking Dakota Kai. She was going back into the ramp, and then attacking Lara Valkyria as well. So potential match right here could be in the works, maybe for Mania or something like that. Then we end up getting Roxanne Perez and Bayley staring at each other. Another potential match for WrestleMania as well right here. teacher versus student kind of type match, you guys, kind of like they did Zilla and Booker T on Reality Wrestling. Then we end up getting Braun Breaker versus Dominic Mysterio in a non-title match. The match actually was pretty cool, you guys, but Judgment Day, I don't know why I say LWO, but Judgment Day end up taking out Braun Breaker, and after them, they end up putting Braun Breaker back in the ring, but Braun Breaker overpowered Carlito, and flew Dominic Mysterio out the top, and then that's when Braun Breaker did like a jumping, running type light spear, which was definitely incredible, you guys, to see, because Carlito, he's gonna take all the hits and all the everything that he does, because we've seen this on multiple occasions with Carlito. But then again, we end up seeing right here where we get another stare down between Finn Balor and Braun Breaker. So this could be another potential match they will actually have to do for Mania. And we know next week we're going to get the Women's World Heavyweight Champion Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. So that's another potential match right here, you guys. That will maybe be a swerve, but maybe something real good. Then we ended up seeing the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso, backstage with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And we end up seeing a funny segment right here where Austin Theory was doing the Yeet thing, because Jey Uso was just, not really caring what they had to say or anything. And Jey Uso was like, yeah, everybody doubt me. The whole world doubt me. My family doubt me. He said, even Gunther doubting me. Now y'all doubting me. So Jay is real mad big time. Let me know what you guys think. Show, I would say a 7 out of 10. Well, 8 out of 10. Like, comment, subscribe to Chris Wrestling Views. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, salute, and have a great day. I'll catch you guys later.